Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. All right, let's see if I can figure out how to get my face on the screen. Oh, but look, there's Hope too. Hey, everybody. Hi, Hope. Welcome to the pool, sweetie pie. How are you? Can you hear me okay? Uh-oh, I don't think she can hear me. Can you hear me, Hope?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can now. Yay. Welcome to the pool, honey. I want to introduce you to everybody. It is going to be such a mermazing day, and I am so happy to have you here.
Thank you. I'm excited.
I am too. I've been excited for days. I'm like, oh my God, Hope's coming. Hope's coming.
Oh, no.
Let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Let me pull up my chat little thingy here. Okay, there we go. We have Erica's Wacky World. Welcome to the pool. Justin Mello, welcome to the pool. I'm up too high now. Kels, welcome to the pool, sweetie pie. Random Lady 1989, welcome to the pool, and that's how I roll. Welcome to the pool. Please share it out to all of your friends on all those crazy social media sort of things on the interwebs, you know, that Twit thing and that Facebook thing and, you know, all those things. Share it with everybody because nobody wants to miss this. Thank you, Nicole. Welcome to the pool. Splash that like button, everybody. And we have our official pool boy security here, too, which I do believe it's a possibility. I don't remember. I have to check. I'll check in a minute. He may be giving out drinks today. We're going to make this party a party. You know what I mean? So, everybody, this is Hope. Hope.
Hello, everybody.
So we're going to start out by asking you, because not everybody knows who you are. So I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself and tell everybody a little bit about your channel, and then we will move on to the important stuff. If you don't mind.
My name is Hope Bevilhymer. The was amputated when I was 26. I play for the US, I explain it, sled hockey team, the women's team, and I've been on that team for 3 years now. And so we play against Canada and other countries and stuff like that. And I'm going to try to be in the ParaOlympic.
Sorry.
The party.
I can't mute it because if I mute it, then they can't hear you. Stop.
It's all right.
Now.
So, I'm cutting it out, so I just read. Can you understand me now?
I can. Yeah, you know, you were cutting in and out a bit, and I don't think it's me because I'm not dropping any frames. Thank God. That's a miracle. I think I'm not going to say a word because then I'm going to jinx it. You know, they're barking at themselves. They're stupid. I'm going to put them in the house in a second. You guys want to go inside, right? Is that what you want? You want to go in? Then sit down and be quiet.
Anyway,
Sorry.
I'm going to try out for the Paralympics in 2022, and then I just actually Philadelphia, and I'm moving to Vegas right now, so I'm in between to go play for the Golden Knights sled hockey team too.
And in case you missed that, she is, but they are stupid. I love them, but they're not very bright. She had her leg amputated voluntarily because it was a club foot leg, right? The whole thing?
Correct.
Yeah. And it was causing her a lot of pain, a lot. And in order to feel better, she went ahead and tried this, and it worked, which is a miracle and wonderful. And I'm so happy for you.
Yeah. And then a little bit about my channel. I haven't done it in a bit because I've been moving, but I do what's called Motivational Mondays. I just talk about stuff that motivates you to get you off your butt and get you out there in this world and experience what you can.
And for the part that you missed, just so you know, she is a part of the ParaOlympic sled hockey team. Got that right? The US Olympic.
Yeah, the woman.
And she, how many years? It's been 4 years now?
Yeah, this is my third season, and I'm coming to the end of my third season, and I'll be going fourth. Yeah.
And they play other teams like hockey and Rachel Roshan.
Yeah, it was great. It's a great team.
Rachel Rossum.
Yes.
Let's see. So, what was I doing? I was going to I forgot to look at the chat bot and see if he was giving out drinks. So I know there's another part, just so you guys know, if you look up above, and I don't know which way to point, but there's that little eye. That eye not only has Hope's channel, but it has 2 videos. One is not from her channel. One is from the Vovo channel, which I'm going to let her tell you a little bit about that right now, because she's dang MerMazing, people. You need to know Hope. She is so inspirational, I can't even tell you. And the other video is from her birthday. Happy belated birthday. I know it's a little late, but it's her Monday, Inspirational Monday. How did you phrase it again? Monday. You say it better than me.
Motivational Monday.
Motivational Monday. There we go. Are you itching now? What's your problem, buddy?
So, yeah, on the Volvo, after I had my leg amputated, I decided to start a non-profit organization that takes prosthetics to developing countries. And so I collect them here in the United States and then ship and deliver them to foreign countries. And somebody nominated me for an award in 2005 called the Volvo for Life Awards. And what that is they find people that are doing great things in the world. And I won the whole entire thing, so I get a brand new Volvo every 3 years for the rest of my life.
That is just the accomplishment of what you do is it's beyond words. You know, you've taken something that people could have sat around and said, poor me, poor me, poor me, and you've not done that. You have taken it and you looked at it just like I look at my fibro, as something to overcome and rise above and help to make you a better person. And I love you.
Well, thank you. And that's the thing, is as soon as I got my leg amputated, it was a whole different world. I started to I learned to snowboard. I picked up drumming. That's how me and you got connected.
Oh, it's drumming. Okay.
I've done more things since prior to being amputated. So it's a whole new world, and it's been an amazing adventure for sure.
Nice. I can't even. I just can't. It's you're I bow. And I know you're humble and you do what you do because it's right. It's the right thing to do, but not everybody does the right thing, you know. So thank you for that.
No problem. And the thing is like, yes, I'm out doing things, and you know, humble. I do motivational money. Is inspire people to go do some good in the world. As if everybody's being kind and showing love in this world, a better place. But you know, it's us people. It's people like us that change the world, and we need to keep doing it.
Yes, and you know, I believe firmly that you may not be able to change the. I know she was, but she came back. Were you guys able to understand what she said? It was why she does Motivational Mondays, to make the world a better place. And I've always seen it this way. You know, I thought I was going to change the world. I was going to get out there and I was just going to change the world, you know, as a kid. And then I realized, holy crap, I can't change the world like that. No, it's one person. You can change your world by surrounding yourself with kindness, caring, compassion, and with people that are frankly better than you. You know, you surround yourself with people that are better than you, people that you admire, people that you want to be more like. And guess what? They're going to rub off on you. Just like if you hung out with the bad crowd, decide to hang out with the good crowd. And you can not only help change your world, but you can change the world of those around you. Oh, we lost her. Oh, poo. Okay, she'll come back. Don't worry.
True.
Oh, I can hear you. There she is. She's back. We lost you for a second.
It's cutting in and out. I don't know.
It's probably because you're in the middle of a desert, right?
I'm in Utah right now, yeah, so I'm in the middle of nowhere.
I'll do my best to translate it when they don't understand. Roxy, let me put that one inside, and when I do that, the other one will be quiet. And hey, JB, welcome to the pool. Come on, in, Roxy, in. Roxy can go inside. I know she's quiet when she's inside. Come on, go. The ringleader, Miss Troublemaker over here. In the house. Oh, you want to go too, Tucker? You're going to want to come right back out, though. I know you.
I probably don't have the best service where I'm at, so I don't know if I have to move or not.
And that's why I call him stupid, because, you know, he went in there, and he's going to come right back out. I know he is going to go to the door, and he's going to start barking at it. And I'm going to have to get up. I can't get comfortable now. My bum. There we go. I think I got it. Is that Snoopy? Is Snoopy on your mug?
No, it's Santa Claus.
Oh, Santa Claus. How did I see Snoopy there? Hey, Casper, welcome to the pool, sweetie. Exactly. You pay it forward. I love paying it forward. Paying it forward makes me happy. You know what I mean? When someone does something kind for me, I pass that forward to somebody else, and you make the world a better, you can make your world, you make the world around, people around you, and that can spread, you know?
It can, and that's like every day I wake up, if I can just better one person's day, then my day, like I feel, it makes me feel better, and it's just one person. And then that ripples to the next person, and the next person, and the next person.
Hello, Bobby Sadu. Welcome to the pool. I have to take a moment, and I have to apologize to Bobby Sadu. He missed my apology last week because I forgot that I have to shut off both streams, the Streamlabs stream and the YouTube stream. I don't know why, but I got to shut them both off because if I don't, my chat stays open. And 4 people showed up after this, it was over, and they didn't know. And here I was, you know, going, I went back and went, oh my God, my chat's still open, because I had my chat bot still open so I could see that. And so I went and I started another stream to say I'm sorry, and he missed it. So here we go. I'm sorry. So sorry. I hope you accept my apology, Bobby Sadu. Hello, Psycho Ghost Trackers. Welcome to the pool. And Nicole wants to know, if you don't mind her asking, how old are you? She was asking, yeah, you hope. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I'm not streaming my YouTube right now because I think that's what's making me, so I'm not seeing the messages. But yes, I'm 42.
Gotcha. She is 42.
I know. And I'm still kicking and still playing hockey. And
heck yeah.
Yep.
You are only as old as you allow yourself to be, I think. I think that I firmly believe, I'm a Toys R Us kid. I'm never going to grow up. It doesn't mean I won't have responsibilities, but when my responsibilities are done, heck yeah, I'm playing, and I'm playing hard.
That's right. That is absolutely right.
Because you have to make the most of life. You never know how long it's going to last. You never know what's going to happen. Look at us.
Nope, not at all. Every day I call it new day is a new adventure. So what's today's adventure? And it is always an adventure for sure.
Exactly. So now I know that you are a drummer. How did you get started in that?
I actually took piano when I was a kid. So my mom put me through piano lessons. So I knew how to play the piano. Okay. I could read sheet music. I was 30. So I started in 2007, and I was in a music store with my brother. He was buying a guitar, and I saw the drums there, and I just said, I'm buying those. Like, you know, I said, so I'm buying the drums, and I bought them, and they came home, and I took lessons and YouTube channels and everything like that, and learned how to drum.
Nice. Very nice.
I've been playing for about 12 years, 11 years.
Okay. Are you in a band, or you just play for the enjoyment of it?
So when I first started, I was in my basement of my house playing.
Why does everybody start in their basement?
That's where it's either the garage or the basement. You can't put your music anywhere else but the garage or the basement. Especially the drums, like they're not quiet.
No, they're not. My son had drums. They're not quiet at all. They're not
quiet, but I started playing, and then my friends at work, they're like, "We're in a band. You should come play with us." And I'm like, "I've never played in a band before." And so I went and tried it out. It was a punk band.
Oh boy.
So I started in a punk band and played punk for probably 4 or 5 years in that band.
You
and
stuck
then
with it.
We played a lot of shows, and it was a lot of fun. And then that band dissipated, and now I'm in an alternative band. So yes, I'm in a band right now.
And which do you prefer, the alternative or the punk?
It just depends on my mood, because like if people
now,
don't know.
Hold on one moment. Nicole Jones, you should not be telling me anything about what you do, because you know darn well I'd have you on the show to ask you. So delete that comment, because I don't want to look at it. Take it away.
So, out of the bands, you know, I enjoy both. It just depends on my mood.
Okay.
Like, people don't really hold the tempo for the song. And so, like, for me, if I'm in the alternative band and I'm feeling wild for the day, sometimes I play super fast, and the boys will always just be like, "Hope, that was too fast." Or it just depends on my mood. I love both of them. So alternative sometimes gets a little slow for me, and then punk just go through it. Yeah.
That's funny. Now, do you before you started in the punk band, what music did you listen to?
My favorite band of all time is Offspring. So I've loved them since I was young. So I like the harder, like more, I don't know what kind of genre that music is. So like Offspring, Papa Roach, all those guys were when I first started. And then now I just like a variety of music. So anything and everything's good for me.
Gotcha.
Country, I struggle with. Sorry for those country folks out there. I wish-wash on country, so I try.
I think it depends on the country. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like old school country, but this new school stuff, I'm not into it.
It's too poppy for you. It's too poppy for you.
Poppy. Yep.
You know, because they go towards the pop end a lot of times.
And how many times can somebody lose their dog or their girlfriend?
Well, you know, I have to write a song, right? I have to write a country song.
Oh, you do?
I do. It's called Donuts, Dog Food, and Broken Hearts.
Oh, see, that's perfect. That will be a perfect country song right there.
You know why, right?
No, I don't.
From Michael Fire's Stream. When I pass out donuts, coffee, and love. Only when he's on the phone, he sees it teeny tiny, and he calls it Donuts, Dog Food, and Broken Hearts.
Yeah. When we were doing our little thingy, he's like, "Oh, she's handing out dog food again."
Yeah.
Oh.
And you're like, "What?" Hey, Susan, welcome to the pool, sweetie. And it feels like heaven is so far away. JB loves to throw out them quotes.
Yeah, especially music quotes, it sounds like.
Always.
Yeah.
By the way, I put some quotes into the bot. I'm not exactly sure how you get them. You might try doing exclamation point quote and see what comes up. Could be interesting. I try different things with it. I don't know if it's showing up. Oh, it's not going to show, and you can't see it right now. I'm wondering where it shows up. I don't have the, okay, it would show up over here, I think. It's supposed to show up next to people's names where, let me see if I can find it, my bot. Okay. It's supposed to show up next to people's names, like if they are a guppy or, you know, I name different levels, have different names. Only I didn't get so far on this one because each bot, like from this one and for Twitch, are separate. So I can't just do it once and have it done. I have to do it again and again. So I'm working on that. I'll get there. Eventually, we'll have more than a guppy and a shark. So let's see. If somebody were starting out musically, what would you suggest? I know you were trained. You had lessons. And then I've met other people that they just did it on their own. They learned for themselves. They didn't take any lessons. Go for it.
the the best advice I have is it just depends on what instrument they want to play. The thing is reading sheet music may be like the notes itself or tabs will make things work it'll make you work, it'll be easier for you to learn. But with the technology we have these days, such as YouTube and everything that's out there, anybody can physically pick up an instrument, and if you practice and practice, it's practicing. It is giving yourself an hour or two a day of just playing your instrument. You're going to get better at it. When I first played drums, I would hit my knuckles all the time. I'd throw my sticks across the room. Like, it was a mess.
That sounds like me.
I couldn't count worth anything. I couldn't hold a beat. I couldn't stay with the other bandmates. It would sound like a big mess. And so I just recommend that just practice. And you can, I'm a strong believer, if you have passion about something, if it may be music, or you want to learn how to sew, become an artist or whatever, as long as you learn and try to do it, we're capable of doing everything. Yes. And we just don't allow ourselves to do it.
I agree. I think to an extent. I mean, you've never seen my drawings, so I don't know how much I could learn. I've done them here before. I did them on my New Year's Day stream. I drew pictures. I told them I would autograph them. Unfortunately, they did not want me to mail them to them, so they're lost forever. These pieces of really, truly, I mean, it was a portrait of Yankee. It was a portrait of Banana Inspired John, and it was a portrait of Budget Bushcraft, and they're gone forever because, well, my husband's got OCD, and they were on my table out here, and he threw them out. After saying, "Who is this? And what is that?" I'm like, "It's a gun. It's not what you think it is." He's barking. Please entertain the masses a moment. Come on, Tucker. You rat. Yeah. He just got a haircut today, so he's no longer fluffy. We got all his hairs cut off so he can be cooler because he was getting overheated. And it was, he wanted to stay outside all the time because it was cool. And so I asked her to trim him down, and he's been trimmed. He looks a lot skinnier. Nicole says, "Entertain me, Hope." Let's see. What else would you like to talk about with your music? Is there any other sort of music you've been involved in? Any other tips you might have? How do you end up, I know you got invited into a band from people that you knew at work, but from there, how did you end up on the other band? Uh-oh, there she goes. You're unfroze, yeah.
When I was in the
oh, that sounds cool.
We had, it was just a three-piece band in the punk band, and he just quit. He was done. He didn't want to play no more.
Gotcha.
And so he just got burned. We were playing like 3 or 4 dozens, but when you have a full-time job and you're on to do like life, doing these shows, practicing for the shows, it can take a lot of time. And so he quit, and we were in the middle of playing a show, so we had a show the next day. He quit the night before, and the rest of the bandmates are like, "Well, we gotta cancel the show." I said, "No, we don't. Let's just go play without a bassist." And they're like, "Are you serious?" And I'm all, "Yeah," and I'll announce it that our bassist is no longer with us. And so I did, and we played just with a rhythm guitar, a lead guitar, and the drums, and we didn't play with a bassist. And some guy in the crowd had found out about us needing a bassist, so he came and started to play with our punk band.
Okay.
And then the punk band dissipated. Well, me and the bassist are still friends. We're in the alternative band together, everything like that. So
nice.
So two of the and then we put another. Just kind of I moved from one band, and then with the bassist we moved to the next band. So.
And if you had not made the decision to go forward and go on without the bassist that day, you wouldn't have met the man who led you to the next band.
Correct. So yeah, and that's the thing is if you don't have a band you can play list, your local community, like boards, stuff like that. People are always looking for people to play in their band, and you got to find a band that's going to fit your style, because everybody has a musical style. When I get behind the drums, or you get like anybody else behind the drums, they have a certain tone to them or a certain way that they play. And so you'll find, like with me, I like alternative, I like punk, I like rock, all those kinds to play.
Right.
And so if I was without have now, I would just look into the community boards and things like that. And good, they have tryouts. You go do like an audition, and if they like you, then you play for that band or whatever.
There you go. That's a good suggestion. Want to greet Gil Skills, welcome to the pool. Desmond's Donders, welcome to the pool. Dorito and La Lucha Cabre, welcome to the pool. We have Hope Bevilhymer here, by the way. I meant to put the little name above her head, but I ran out of time because I was working on something else this morning really hard. I'll tell you guys about that later. Has anybody noticed anything different here at my channel, by the way? I just have to ask. If you noticed, put a thumbs up in the chat, and then we'll see how many people noticed, and then you guys can tell us what it is. Because it's something big. I have to test them once in a while, you know?
Or see if they're paying attention.
Exactly. Nicole noticed. And for those that have just arrived, in case you do not know who this is Hope Bevilhymer. She is an amputee who is a part of the ParaOlympic, United States ParaOlympic sled hockey team as the goalie, and yes, OBS and Hangouts, but that's not new. And you're not supposed to put in what you think it is, Gil. You're supposed to put the thumbs up. That way you don't give it away to anybody else. But that's not it. And let's see, what else did I have? Oh, and she's very inspirational, like crazily inspirational. She started a charity that takes used prosthetics and gives them to people who... Hello, micromanager. I know you're new. Welcome to the pool, sweetie. I'm so glad to see you here. She takes used prosthetics and gives them to people that need them. That's what her charity does. And because of this charity, she was nominated for the Volvo for Life Award and received it. She is also a drummer and has been in a punk band and in an alternative band now. 2 different bands. And now she's in the alternative band. And see, I pay attention. I passed my test. Well, you passed yours. Okay, for those of you that do not know, will those of you that do know tell them what is new here? Because it's been a long time coming.
Well, my YouTube's not open right now, so I'm not seeing all this stuff. So.
I know, it's okay. Basically what's happening is everybody, some of them put thumbs up. Gil was guessing instead of putting the thumbs up, and then he said "do" when I said what he said to him. Micromanager says he's new, he wouldn't notice. So he is new to the stream. He is new here. I have met him through Hell's Army, which is a group for my Twitch account where I play all my games that I have joined recently, and I'm thrilled that I did. I think it was the right move. I'm very happy they invited me. That's how I roll, is on the phone and can't see anything. All right, now the test is, come on, Desmond, Nicole, what is new here on the stream? Or on my channel, I should say, not necessarily the stream. It's 2 new things, actually, but I won't, you know. I know. You know how I know it's a good community? Right off the bat, I said yes because Jiggy, the Jiggy family, he is a friend of mine, and I know he's a member. So I was thrilled when I was asked to join. Absolutely thrilled. I'm waiting to see the background. What background? For one, your name. Well, yes, we know my name. I changed that in January. Okay, for 2. What background, Desmond? The one I have here in OBS? That's not new necessarily. Sorry. Oops. Nobody's knowing. Let's see if Nicole knows. She said for 1. So what's number 2? Number 2. Can you hear that car alarm going off? And the dog barking, of course. She barks to guard me. She will bark at anything. And then when she starts barking, when she's out here, see now she's inside. She's barking. He's not. And he's not barking because he's outside and not right next to her. She'll wind him up. And I think she's barking at the car alarm. Come on, Nicole. What's number 2? So, tell me. Let's see. I know you're moving, which is really cool. You're moving to Vegas because you're joining a new para hockey, sledding hockey. I'm almost there.
Hockey. It's just
sled hockey. Okay, the sled hockey team.
Yeah.
And you have everything all set up there? You have your new place and everything ready to go?
Yeah, so I didn't find out I was going to live in Philadelphia for 4 years and just train. Okay. And then I got a call from the Golden Knights sled hockey team, and they asked if I'd be interested in goalieing for them. And so I flew out there the end of for New Year's. It was New Year's Day. Okay. And I tried it out. I liked it. So yeah, within like 3 weeks, I packed up all my stuff, drove across America. If you ever want to learn about yourself, drive by yourself across the country. Oh yeah. Because you'll start thinking of everything in your head.
Absolutely.
And so, yeah, it took me 45 hours to get here. And wow. So I'm in Utah right now visiting my mom. Okay. And I will be here till Saturday, and then I move down to Vegas. And yeah, I have a place set up. I have the hockey set up. Everything's set up down there.
Good. Now, where were you coming from? Because you're in Utah now, but where did you come from? You said you drove across.
Philadelphia.
Oh, that's right. You were in Philly. You were going to train in Philly. So you really
Philly.
Drove across. Nice.
Yeah, I've been in Philly off and on since March. So about 9 months there.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think Nicole knows the second one because she hasn't answered. Cardoso Media has joined us. Welcome to the pool. If everybody will look up, well, I don't know if you can see it while you're in the chat, actually. That's probably, would make sense if I checked that. But can you see my banner from where you guys are at? That's my question. Can you see my banner? I don't even have my, hang on. I don't even have my thing pulled up, do I? I don't. So we're going to hear it first. Oh, here it is. Okay, there's no volume on. Let me scroll up, see if you cannot see my banner when you're in the chat. So, if anybody wants to peek outside the chat, just take a quick peek. Take a look at that banner. It's pretty gorgeous. I am very happy with it. I am extremely happy with it. BK42 took care of my banner for me, and it is beautiful. And I have a new, oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. The title above me. I'm not sure what the title above me is. This thingy up here, that with the top tips and the last tips, that's been there. Anything within the OBS, that's been here. But what hasn't been here is my new banner and my new what do you call that thing that shows next to your name when I do this? When I do that. Ah, hello Mega Glow. Mega Glow is here and says, Hope is my friend. I love her. She can slay dragons and fight vampires.
That's my friend Reggie. Hi, Reggie.
I truly believe that is true. There's no way she can't. She does amazing things. Hello, Needy. My mom has joined us. Needs More Subs has joined us. The channel icon. Yes, that has changed just a tiny bit. He made it prettier. He added butterflies for me in a little background, so I'm not just standing there and with blackness all around me. And he did my banner, and he did a beautiful job. He'll be putting a video up showing how he did it too soon, which is always, I love when he does those things. He does a video while he does the channel changing, And it's really cool to see the changes. And I'm not an easy person when it comes to ideas that I get in my head. People can tell you, I get an idea and I sort of run with it and I figure out how am I going to do it afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think you do the same, considering.
I do.
Yeah, I had a feeling. And I wanted my banner to have my hair turn into butterflies. And he did it. Nice. And he did better than I could have even imagined, because he did that, plus he did more on the side. There's 3 different pictures of me, all in different poses. The day I almost fell in the pool trying to get a selfie. I'm not a good selfie taker, to say the least. I sat on the edge of my chaise lounge, and I got to the edge of it, and I was trying to lean back over the pool to get my hair spread out so you could turn it into butterflies, you know? And it tilted back and popped me on the ground. And I was like, as I was literally heading to go into the pool, I threw my brand new gimbal and my phone across the ground to save it from going in the pool. And that saved me, because the momentum went forward instead of back at that point. I was like, oh my God, thank God. Because it's cold in there right now. Susan, you have an amazing day, honey. I understand. I know you're at work. Stupid boss. He needs to hang out with my dogs more.
Where are you located? Because I can hear like an East Coast accent.
I am in Florida, but I am from Long Island originally.
I was going to say, you don't sound like you're from Florida.
Not originally, no. I just moved here 2 years ago.
New York in it. Yep, yeah. That's what I was trying to...
Oh, yeah.
Being on the East Coast, you learn accents real fast.
And I raised my kids in Jersey. I was there for 20 years.
Jersey people have different accents than Philly people, and Philly people have different accents than New York people. Yep.
Oh my God, I had a friend who was down in Pennsylvania, I think it was near Philly, and how do you say, all right, a small stream? What do you call that?
A creek. In Utah, we call it a creek.
What do you call it in Philly?
I don't know.
You weren't there long enough. It's a crick. It's a crick.
A crick?
A crick. And he kept saying, I'm going down by the crick. And I'm like, where are you going?
Yeah, I was
you
like,
going by what?
Creek.
A crick? And everybody made fun of him, the poor guy.
Yeah. I was in South Philly, and they say use a lot. Use guys, use going to the store, use, like, you is like plural.
Yes. Hello, this old stoner. Welcome to the pool. We are hanging out today with Hope Bevilhymer. For those that have just joined us, let's see. I don't think you. Who knows Hope that now? Well, let's see. This old stoner arrived, and Cardoso Media arrived. Cardoso might know you. Do you know Cardoso Media?
No.
Oh, see, they need to know you.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to let you run through it again. Who are you? What's your channel about? And what kind of music are you into, girl?
All right. Again, my name is Hope Bevilhymer. I'm an amputee who plays for the USA women's sled hockey team. We're hoping to go to the ParaOlympics in 2022, where I'll get a gold medal. I also own a nonprofit organization that ships and delivers prosthetics to foreign countries, which I won the Volvo for Life award with. And I get a brand new Volvo every 3 years for the rest of my life. And I play drums. I've been playing drums for probably 11 to 12 years. And I've been in an alternative and a punk band. So just a little bit about me.
You do it so much better than I do. I don't know why.
Because I'm telling my own story.
Isn't it awesome?
I wouldn't be saying the same stuff.
She has a Motivational Monday, which she's in the middle of moving, so it hasn't been up for a little bit, but it'll be back up soon because she is almost to Vegas, baby, where she is starting a new job, right?
It's a sled hockey. I'm going to play sled hockey for the Golden Knights.
There you go. Hey, Crib 6, welcome to the pool. I hope you caught all of that because I don't want to make her repeat it again. And I still won't get it all right.
They can watch it again later.
That's very true. Very, very true. Let's just say you want to know Hope, because Hope is going to give you what? Hope. I heard the story of how your mother and father named you, and it was beautiful.
Oh yeah, that was on my documentary for Volvo.
Yep. The documentary, by the way, is up in the eye above over here or there. I don't know which way. I never know which way it is. But it's up there by the eye is the link to her channel, the documentary from Volvo, and her last Motivational Monday, which just happened to be her birthday. Woo! Yeah. And it was really nice. It was like a look back over her life. It was really, really sweet. I liked it.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is like everybody like because my birthday is like 3 weeks before New Year's, so everybody has these like New Year's resolutions. I don't ever do those. I do what's called like New Year's or birthday reflections. I reflect on like what I've experienced the year before and see what I could grow from it. And then this year when I did my birthday reflections, I was like, man, I have done a lot over the years, and I just want to reflect on it all, because sometimes we don't give ourselves enough credit for what we do in this world.
I agree.
And we need to give ourselves more credit, and you don't realize it till like you've done a bunch of stuff, and then you're all, oh wait, I did that, and I did that, and oh yeah, this, and I don't know. I just think people should give themselves more credit than they do.
I agree completely. I call it knowing your worth.
Yes.
Knowing your worth.
Very true.
You have to know your worth, because if you don't know your worth, how is anybody else going to know it? And they're going to...
And people always talk about seeking happiness. How can I find happiness? And crayons can make me happy.
Right?
A cup of coffee can make me happy. Like, it doesn't have to be this, like...
big thing.
Like, big, huge... I'm happy and I'm always happy.
I'm alive.
Find the things that just make you happy for that moment, because that's all you got right now is that moment.
That's true. Very true. I think there's, some people take those things like that, statements like that, and they twist them a little bit sometimes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And they use it as an excuse for poor behavior or whatever. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about taking the moment that you're in, and as long as you're not harming anybody else, enjoy what you're doing. Correct. Including harming yourself, by the way. Don't harm yourself. Harming yourself sucks.
Yeah, I strongly don't recommend that either.
No. It's not good for you,
No, and I don't know. I see a lot of sadness in this world, and I wish there was just more happiness. And it's just how the world is moving and how the world is becoming. And I just hope people take a moment and evaluate their lives and what's making them happy and what's not making them happy, and what's not, cut it out. You don't need it.
Exactly.
You can do it. You just find you, and once you're your best version of yourself is when you can provide the most for the world.
Amen. I think too. Huh?
So let me get on my soapbox for the day.
Well, you know what? Your soapbox isn't so high up that you're looking down on anybody. You put your hand out to have everybody join you on it. So that's what's the difference, And I know there's a lot of, it's true. Meeting great friends on YouTube, Nicole was saying, meeting great friends on YouTube has really helped her with depression. And my mother said they know it by seeing what we do and how we act. Not sure. I missed that part. I missed what she was responding to. Sorry, Mom. Let me know what you're responding to, because I'm not sure what that is in reference to. I'm sorry. But yeah, I think, like I said before, surrounding yourself with people that you admire, surrounding yourself with positive people is important. Here, you guys know me. I do my best to share the people that I find that are positive, that are kind, they're caring, they're compassionate, because when you build your community, whether it's here or anywhere, it's in response to how we are seen, is what she was saying.
Well, yeah, that's true. And that's the thing is, my dad, always told me, your word is your bond, and your character is also your bond. So be true to who you say you're going to be. Like,
Yes.
And I strongly believe in that.
Oh yeah.
I believe that, if you say you're going to do something, you follow through with your word. And you also, my character all the time is the same, even when my doors are closed.
Yes.
And nobody can see me. It's exactly the same. What you see is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
There's no difference in me between closed doors and open doors.
I found the hard way. I learned the hard way. I have it's not a series quite yet, but I have Timey Learns the Hard Way. I've been doing Timey Learns the Hard Way since I started here because I tend to learn the hard way, and I figure if I'm learning the hard way, why does everybody else have to? They can learn from me, maybe, and I learned the hard way, I spent 9 years in an abusive relationship. And in those 9 years, my worth was nothing because he told me it was nothing, and I believed him like a fool, and have a MerMazing day. Wait, Thomas, right? I got the name right? I should get your name right. I think I got it right. There's multiple Thomases if I'm wrong, if I'm right. He knows why it's hard for me to remember that name. He knows why. But Thomas said it's time for him to go. Lindsay's in from work and he needs to make supper. Take care. He'll watch the replay. No problem. But in those 9 years, I wasn't, in public, I was one person and he was one person for sure. But behind closed doors was totally different and there were loads of secrets. And those secrets did nothing good. Nothing good at all. And I think that, don't get me wrong. I don't think that there's some things that obviously you don't put out there. We're not going to talk, we're not going to talk about like personal things in a personal relationship. I'm not going to talk about things that a friend and I talked about that are personal. It's not my place to do so. It's not my place to talk about things that have gone on with my children because that's their story. But my story, my personal story, I'm an open book. I really am for the most part. I'm not gonna, there was something, I look at it this way. In life, if you find that you are embarrassed of your behavior, it means that it's something you shouldn't have been doing.
Correct. I agree with that.
And I think we all know right from wrong because if you know right from wrong, you know that when you're doing something and you're not telling what you're doing because you're embarrassed of it or you're ashamed of it, it means that you did something that was wrong. So maybe don't do it again, At a minimum, or even better, stop yourself before you get there so that the shame is not there because nobody needs to be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah, and we're all human. We're all going to have mess ups and choose things that don't benefit us. Yeah. But the difference is to know what's not right for us and what is right for us.
And learn from it.
Yeah, and learn from it. Yeah. And so, everybody's going to mess up. We're human. Everybody's human.
Absolutely.
It's what happens. But, yeah, and I agree that, as long as, I don't know, this life is amazing. And I wish people would experience more of this, like, euphoria or awesomeness that just happens every day in everything. People you meet, animals you meet, the world outside, the fresh air, everything's just a new... The
dang geese that fly over me all the time. Yeah. I want to get them on film so bad. I know what you mean.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I know what you mean. It's beautiful. I think sometimes a lot of times as humans, we don't appreciate what we have until we lose it or almost lose it. Like I took a lot of things for granted and I can't do them anymore. And I just can't. I can't go hiking anymore. I can't. And that was something I loved to do. I can't go fishing anymore. These are things that physically I can no longer do. Now I can experience something similar through a video game, but I can't do the same. I can live vicariously through lots of my bushcrafters here on YouTube, but I can't do it myself, and I miss it bad. But you can't dwell on that,
No, and one of my very first Motivational Monday clips was, it was like, what if you were told you were dying? Are we living to live or are we living to die?
Yes.
I think like a lot of people, like, I'm living to live, and every day I figure is a gift, a blessing, and I'm here another day, another moment, and I'm going to experience it as much as I can. And some people, like, all they do is just live in their life as like it's humdrum, it's boring. They don't like. I don't know how to explain it. I'm going off on a tangent.
No, you're okay. I understand I do understand what you mean. I think part of it too, though, I think you have to be careful yourself, because I think there's a lot more positivity out there than you might think. You know what I mean? I think that it depends where you're looking. I don't watch the news. Not going to watch the news. I refuse.
Guess what? I don't own a TV.
Oh, you don't even own a TV? Look at you.
I haven't owned a TV in over 5 years. You can ask any of my friends, family. I don't own a TV.
And then you have people, though, too, that you're not going to change certain people, you know? Mm-hmm. There are people in this world. I'm getting hot now. Sorry. There are people in this world that they make a conscious choice to become, to be cruel, you know, and they will always choose cruelty over kindness, and nothing we can do is ever going to change who they are, you know. Hello, Mrs. Green Thumb. Welcome to the pool, sweetie. If you do not know Hope Bevilhymer, trust me, you want to know her. She is so inspirational and beautiful and amazing. She's such a amazing person. If you look up above, you're going to find some links for her. You're going to find some links for the Volvo for Life documentary that's about her. You're going to find her last Motivational Monday up there, too. Yeah, I mean, there are people that were not... And the problem is, too, I know for myself, when I was a teenager was when I met my ex-husband. And I felt bad for him. And he used that against me. You know, he was able to lure me in by playing on my sympathies, playing on my empathy. And you can ask my mother. She's here. Get down, Tucker. Tucker, down. Hey. He's going after lizards. I cried at commercials. I cried at everything. You know, everything made me cry. Have an amazing day, Mom. Mom's leaving. She can't tell you anymore. But I cried at everything. Not because I was sad, but because I empathized so much with the person in the commercial, you know, or on the TV show. And the news was on at one point. My stepfather would put the news on every night, and you know, back then you got one TV. That's it. And I would cry at the news every night, you know, because I just felt bad for all the people in the world. I should have beat him, my mother says. No, because you would have stooped to his level, Mom. And that's the thing. You don't want to become them. You want to, you can't cure them. You can't fix them. You can't make somebody, you can't fill a hole that somebody claims they have from other people in their life. You can't. You're not that person. They need to find their own way to heal themselves. And you're not going to be able to do that for them. I was so busy empathizing with him that he, like I said, he manipulated it. It was, I know that, Mom. Stepdad tried to beat him down when he attacked him. Yeah, my ex-husband attacked my stepfather. Yeah. It was bad. The man was bad. The man is bad. He is still bad. But he's also miserable. And will be miserable till the day he dies. Because it's what he chooses. He chooses to let what happened to him as a child define him, not in a positive way, not to overcome it. He chooses to use it as excuses for his own behavior. And I will tell you right now, his father never laid a hand on me. I didn't even meet his dad. You know what I mean? And I think that it's important to know, Mom, we can't go on with the, please. I know. He's a piece of shit. Excuse my language, but he's a piece of shit. At the time, my stepfather had cancer and had just had surgery. So, you know, he was a, you know, he's still a piece of shit. But at the same time, I didn't tell my kids about everything that happened. I left him when my daughter was a baby. And they figured it out for themselves, and nobody's in communication with him because nobody wants to be, because he's not a good person. you know? So I just see it as he creates his own world, and in his world, he's a victim. Sorry. In his world, he's a victim, and he'll always be a victim, you know? And he's not a victim. He's a bully, and he's a small person. He's a very small person. And I think that people like that, we're never going to get near, you know? We're not going to change who they are. They just are who they are. But I think that there's a lot of people, I think there's more of us than there are of them. Let's put it that way.
Well, and that's the thing, is how I look at it. There's got to be always a balance, the yin and yang, the dark and the light. Like, if we had just straight light or straight, you know, greatness all the time.
How do you appreciate it?
It wouldn't balance. There would be no balance to it. And you're right. He has chosen his life.
Yes.
I have chosen my life. You have chosen your life. And I choose to not have that type of stuff in my life.
Exactly.
And you have chosen that as well. So,
hey, Tech for your needs. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, you're right. We make choices. And that's the thing. You have to choose. And it's not always easy. There are bad days. I mean, you guys know I have severe fibromyalgia. There are times where I wasn't able to walk in November. Literally could not walk in November. And there is a video that I put out that I was letting you guys know what was going on, because I had hidden it. I wasn't telling anybody what was going on, and it happened over the course of a month. And you know, at that point, I love that video because I watched myself come to a conclusion. I started out thinking that I was going to have to stop YouTube. I thought I was going to have no choice but to give it up because I couldn't even stand. I was in so much pain. But by the time I finished it, I had found myself determined that if I had to sit and sing, I was not giving this up. And I love that video for just that reason. It's one of my favorite videos that I've ever made, because I can watch myself come from that point to that point, making that choice, you know?
Yeah.
And Micromanager said we all create our own world. Like when my 8-year-old says, "You're making me mad," and I have to tell him, no, he chooses to react with anger. I didn't make that choice for him. That's true.
That's very true.
And it's true. And it's important, you know, for kids to learn that, so that they don't grow up blaming everybody else for their behavior. We're all responsible for our own behavior, and how we react included. You know what I mean? It's up to us. I'm responsible for what I do. Now, if somebody comes along, somebody bullies me, and I decide to react with being nasty back, that's going to reflect on me, not on them. You know, and how they behave is going to reflect on them. So I choose to just smile.
Yeah, I have another video out there. You'll have to see it, but it was the 5 things to a happier life or something, and one of them says, I put in there, don't let somebody be a dick. That means don't let them dictate your day. Their mood cannot dictate your day, so don't let them be a dick.
I like that a lot. Oh, I wish I would have linked that one up here.
That's how I look at people. If you're attacking me, you're not dictating my day. You're not going to dictate how I feel right now. I still feel in a good mood. Yeah. You're just mad about something, and we'll figure out what you're mad about. But your mood's your mood, my mood's my mood, and I'm choosing to be okay right now. Absolutely.
Tech for Your Needs says my mom has fibro also. Just so you know, Tech for Your Needs, the treatment that I'm on, when they did a study on it, it helped fibro patients reduce their pain by 30% in every single patient. And I have a video out there about it too. So you might want to, I think we may have talked about this before, but you might want to show mom it, because if she can, because some doctors won't do it, which is stupid. I'm sorry. It's not a narcotic. It's not addictive. As a matter of fact, over the course of time, they lower the medication, and it works with your own brain's chemistry to create your own pain relief from within. Now, how can that be a bad thing? You know what I'm saying? But some doctors are like, no, we're not doing that. Here, want some pain pills? No, they don't help. You know, they help temporarily, but you're going to have to keep building them up, and you're never going to, you can't do that. I did that. It doesn't, you know, it's a never ending flow, and at some point your body's too resistant to it, and it's not, I was so resistant to pain medications when I had my double mastectomy. When I woke up and they gave me a shot, most people go kunk right out. I was still awake. And I hear the nurse on the phone telling them, she's really resistant to pain medications. This woman's still awake. I can't believe I gave her this much and she's still out wide awake and she's in pain. And I'm like, it is what it is, sort of thing. You know, it is what it is. I'm alive. You know? Yeah. A lot of people grow up blaming the world for their choices, and that's true. That's very, very true. And that's, how do I put it? That's the problem, I guess. You have to remember, if people remember that they're responsible for their behavior, and each individual is responsible for their own behavior, and you choose, you make a choice. Do you want to be mean? Do you want to be nice? Do you want to be kind? Do you want to make the world a better place, or do you want to add more yuck to it? I want to make it a better place.
Yeah.
You know, it's plain and simple. I want to make it a better place. I am thankful. My name, I changed my name. That's what people were saying earlier. I changed it. You know, it was TWG7 before, which stood for Timey Wimey Girl 7. And if you don't know what that is, it's a Doctor Who reference, by the way. For anybody who doesn't know who that is. And that's where it came from. And I've had that name for a very long time on social media. But when 2019 hit, New Year's Day, I realized that when I had my breast cancer, I have to find a way to do this humorously, by the way. That's my goal for this year. I'm going to talk about breast cancer awareness. I'm going to talk about severe fibromyalgia and what it is and, you know, what it's about, so people understand more, so that loved ones don't go to somebody who has it and go, you're just being lazy. You know, if they don't understand it, you don't know what's going on, and you don't know that there's so many different levels of it, you know. I can't tell you when people are like, well, I know somebody who has it and they can still go out. What's wrong with you? I'm me. Hello? I don't know what to say. I'm me, you know. And if you can educate people, the more education, the more knowledge people have, the more understanding they'd have, the more empathy they might have, and maybe it can help in some way, you know. Domestic violence prevention would be a good one too, and these are subjects I want to talk about, but everybody runs from them. New Year's Day, I had a realization when I talked about my breast cancer. I went from 11 viewers to 3, and I went, this isn't working. How am I going to share this with people? You know, how can I raise awareness if everybody's so uncomfortable that they leave? So this year I'm going to figure out how to do it with comedy in my vlogs, and that is my goal. I'm going to make it funny. I'm going to make breast cancer funny. I'm going to make fibro funny, and I'm going to make domestic violence funny somehow. I don't know how, but I'm going to do it. Hey, Jeremy, welcome to the pool, sweetie. Somehow I'm going to make it humorous, but the reason why I changed my name is because 5 years ago I had the double mastectomy, and they found an extremely rare tumor that has every time it reacts the same way, and it was precancerous at that point, and it's like a little time bomb, and you know that within X amount of time this turns into cancer, and once it becomes cancer, you literally have 5 years and you die. That's it. There's no treatment. There's no cure. It's resistant to everything. They don't do anything. They make you comfortable for 5 years and then you die. And if I had not had that double mastectomy, because we did not know I had that before I did it, if I hadn't had that, I would have died last year. So Timey lives. And Timey is living every single day and going to make the most of it. And this past year has been crazy. I mean, in a positive way, it's been crazy. I never expected to be here where I am right now. I never thought I'd be able to sing again. You know, before I started my YouTube channel, I couldn't. You know, I never thought that I would be an actress. How the heck did that happen? That was like a childhood dream of mine. Didn't think that would ever happen. That's why I say don't ever give up on your dreams, because if I can do it, you can do it.
Definitely.
So yeah, that's how I got my name, my new name.
Well, it's a great story. I see you learn more about you. So.
And I've learned more about you, which is the point of these. You know what I mean? I don't like, hey, Budgie, how are you, honey? Budgie's here, Budget Bushcraft. He says hi.
Hello.
I like my interviews to be more like two friends sitting down on the couch getting to know each other, a little bit better. That's how I like them. I don't like to have, that's why I don't add, that's why I told her delete that comment, because I don't want to know in advance. I want to find out here when everybody else does, so we all get to find out together,
Mm-hmm.
And, yep.
Well, it's been great.
I'm so glad you came. It's been so wonderful getting to know you a little better. I appreciate you coming. Now, I know, what's the future you have? What's happening with your band now that you're moving? Are you still going to be in the same band?
So, I don't know. I haven't got that far yet. My drums have been in Utah, so I didn't move them to Philadelphia, and I got to come back up and get them. So, I don't know what's going to happen. I want to continue. The boys continue having practices every week, and they just don't have a drummer right now. So, I don't know if they'll replace me or if it's going to be something like they send me music and I play and then we meet up to do shows. I don't know how this is going to work yet.
Well, don't forget, too, you're going to Vegas, for God's sake. Who the heck knows?
Right?
The opportunities there are, I can't even. The world is your oyster, girl.
I never thought in a million years I'd be living in Vegas. So here I go.
There you go. See, I did something similar. I moved down to South Jersey, and I live near Atlantic City. When I left my ex, I became a cocktail waitress. It was the best thing I could have done, because I went from any compliment was always also a backhand thing. But I went from that to walking around in a tiny little skirt and a vest and nothing else. And I got compliments all day long. It was the best thing that could have happened for my ego. I needed it, At the time, I needed it. I needed other people's validation because I doubted myself so much. And that gave me what I needed. And I ended up on Haven Avenue, of all places. Can you believe it? Haven Avenue.
Well, you never know what your future's going to bring. And
nope.
A year ago, I was living here in Utah, and then all of a sudden I'm moving to Philadelphia and experienced that whole fun adventure. And now I'm off to Vegas. So every moment changes. It changes in an instant.
I think one of the lessons that we can take away from you for sure is to take the opportunities that are presented to you.
Yes.
Even if you're scared, fear is nothing more than, everybody's afraid, but fear is, how do I put it? You can't let the fear stop you. You got to face that fear. Do it whether you're afraid or not. Just do it.
Yeah, and I call it face planting or face palming.
There you go. I like that. Welcome back, Mom.
When you're going to do something that you're scared of or anything like that, you're face planting. You're falling forward. You're going to go all in and do it. If you're face palming, that means you have given up on an opportunity, and that's when you smack yourself in the head and go, yeah.
I have done that. I have absolutely. I think we all have, but I've done that.
I should have done that.
Mm-hmm.
I should have done that.
I was supposed to go build a library in Mexico. Instead, I chose to stay back because of a boy who was cheating on me anyway. And we broke up while my friends were in Mexico building that library. And I was like, why did I not go? It was paid for. There was no reason not to go. I should have gone, but I was a teenager. That's all I can say.
I encourage people to face plant often. Just go. You can't just, if it seems right and it seems like something you want to do, don't let your fears hold you back. Just go for it. What do you have to lose?
Take the chance.
And I always figure when you do something or ask something of somebody, you're already at no. So if they say yes or maybe or it works out, you're in the bonus. But if you're walking into something, you're already at no, or you're already at, I don't know what I'm doing in Vegas. I don't know very many people, but I'm going to go do what I'm going to do, and it's going to work out just fine.
Yes, it is, because you're you,
Yep.
There are other people that would go there, and they're not going to do so well because they're going to go, but they're not going to be committed. They're not going to go all in, and you go all in. And I love that about you. Thank you very much, Tech, for your needs. He said he loves my new name and the story behind it.
Oh, good.
Erica met her hubby in Vegas. See, you never know.
Oh, never know. Yeah, new adventure. Who knows what's going to come? And when I was in Philadelphia, I experienced so many things that like were amazing. I got to travel to New York. I got to travel to Vermont. I got to see the mummers. If you don't know what a mummer is, I can't even explain that without looking that up on YouTube or something like that.
No, try to explain a mummer. I want to hear what a mummer is.
So in Philadelphia, they have what's called the Mummers Parade or the Mummers thing the day after New Year's. So New Year's night, they don't celebrate like everybody else does. The party starts the next day.
Okay.
And it's these groups of people that are all parts of Philadelphia. So like South Philly, regular Philadelphia, North. And they have like different groups put together. There's like the clowns, there's the mummers that are the fancy brigade, and the fancy people. They put on a whole performance. We're talking blue collar, regular, just people that work normal jobs for a year, put together this like Broadway performance that's like 4 minutes long, and they dance, they do the costumes, they do all this stuff, and then they do like a parade. It's so weird. It's not weird. It's the coolest thing I've experienced, actually. I got to walk the parade. I got to watch the performances.
Nice. Make it MerMazing, this old stoner. Take care. This old stoner's heading out.
Yeah. I have an appointment in about 45 minutes, so I'm just letting you know that.
No problem. We're gonna wrap it up in just a minute. That's why I was saying I wanted you to know how much I appreciate you being here, and I wanted you to know how much I admire you. I do. You are a MerMazing person, and you are definitely somebody that people should aspire to be more like, and you are making a positive difference in the world, so don't forget it. Just always know that, okay?
I will, and thank you for this opportunity. I got to learn more about you and meet new people in this chat area, and it's just great that there's opportunities like this for us to share our word, yes, to inspire people in the world to do better for themselves. I
agree. And if you're looking to, I don't know if you know, excuse me, I have a playlist on my channel that I call the Network of Creators that can help you to grow your community with kindness, caring, and compassion. Now, some of them are helping you, and they help you in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Make it MerMazing, Justin. Take care, sweetie. Some help you by helping you to figure out how to set up your channel, and some help you just by being good people. Some do shout outs, things like that, but you can check them out and see who you like and who you don't, you know what I mean? And, just by getting to, I see it this way. I call it silent support, because we don't go around doing the, I got you. Let me hug you. You know what I mean? I find that creepy when people come into a chat and start hugging everybody. They don't know them. They're hugging strangers. What are you doing? But you know what I mean? I found getting to know people like Michael does. You know what I mean? Getting to know people who's behind the channel, and getting to know who they are, and then having them get to know you, and vice versa. You know what I mean? And I think that's the best way to build communities here, because then you have a community of people that there's no drama. Everybody's getting along, everyone's having a good time, and that's what we want here, right? You know what I mean? And that's how I'm building my community, at least. So I always recommend, if anybody's looking to grow, to definitely check out that playlist of people. And if you are brand new here, which I know you're not brand new, but, check out Michael Fire Jr. first, if you can.
Oh, yeah, he's amazing. Yeah, that guy's amazing. I got to meet him. It was a great opportunity. And I now have a connection for life. It's just the stuff we experienced. I know he's already asked me to come to Baltimore with him. I'm in Vegas now.
No, you have to come to Florida. There's a Florida meetup the week after.
We have what's called the Disabled Festival, and I will be in Florida in April.
Will you?
Yeah.
What part of Florida?
I think it's the Tampa area, but I'm not sure.
Okay, that's a little far for me, but
I gotta
we can
find out.
talk.
I
We'll
don't know.
talk.
They have this big sled hockey tournament thingy with a bunch of like everybody from the nation goes in, and so it's gonna be huge. I know it's in Florida. I just don't know what part of Florida.
Okay, we'll talk. Don't worry.
All right.
We're not going to disappear from each other. You know that.
No,
Nicole's got to go, so have yourself a MerMazing day. Budgie is another good person to know. That man has a heart of gold. Budget Bushcraft. He pretends he's, you know, just a little flirt, but he's got a heart of gold. Don't let him fool you. He's a big teddy bear.
He's a blow pop. Hard on the outside, squished in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's how I'm doing it. You know, I'm looking for the good ones. And I'm trying to keep it that way because I want it to be this environment. I want people to be comfortable. I want them to have fun here, you know?
Yeah.
Hello, Demon Blackheart. We are just closing out, sweetie pie. I'm not going real long today. I actually have to get back to what I was doing before Hope and I started talking, which is finish my Patreon page finally. I've only been working on it for like, I don't know, 6 months.
Right.
So I am finally finishing that today. So my Patreon page will be up soon. We take crazies like you, Demon, because you're a good Demon Blackheart is a good-hearted demon, if you know what I mean. So don't worry, you can replay it. It's not going anywhere. You get to go back to the very beginning and watch it all again, which is awesome. Have yourself a MerMazing day and all the best. I know that you're going to get into Vegas and you're just going to crush it.
Oh, I'm going to crush it. So, yes. And maybe in the future we can retouch again and then we can catch up and I can tell you where I'm at in the world and what's going on.
That would be very cool. I'd love that.
All right.
Take care,
I thank
sweetie.
you for everything. I'm going to head out. So,
My absolute
thank you, everybody.
pleasure.
Thank you for this opportunity. And you guys, be your best version of yourself today. You can do it.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Bye, sweetie.
Bye.
Now I have to figure out which button to press. Is that the right one? No. Wrong button. That button. Yeah, there we go. And that button. Oh, look at that. I did it. So, guys, yeah, wasn't she amazing? Isn't she awesome? I mean, seriously, she is an inspirational person if I've ever met one. I love Hope Bevilhymer, and I hope that you guys did too. Anybody who joined a little later and missed what I was saying, up above in the eyes, you can find 3 things of hers. You can find her channel. You can find her Volvo for Life documentary that talks all about how she got her Volvo for Life award and her nonprofit agency and how she became an amputee. Then there is her birthday Motivational Monday up there also. Go check that one out. It is like a look back over the year. It was over her life, really. It was a really cool video. That's why I shared it with you guys. I have to get back to my Patreon work so I can get that done. That'll be added. And anybody who didn't catch it before too, don't forget, I have a new banner. Check it out, guys. It's really awesome. BK42 did a beautiful job on it, and I am very, very happy with it and very appreciative. And if you want to see how he made it, he'll be putting a video up about that really soon. There's BK42. Look at you. Look at you. Did you hear me talking about you? Welcome to the pool, sweetie. We were just heading out because I have to finish that Patreon page I was working on. You too, micromanager. Make it amazing, okay? Yeah, I have to finish that Patreon page that I was working on, but I was just telling everybody about the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful banner that you did for me. Such a beautiful job. I love it. I really do. Truly. You know, I'm going to be spreading it all over the place. It's going to go all over the place. I'm going to resize it and stick it here and stick it there. You guys are going to get to see lots of me making silly faces and turning into butterflies. Well, normally, here's the thing. Usually, I will run until like 5:30. But today, I really want to get what I set out accomplished because I've been working for days. And I have one other thing I'm working on. And I have to get that finished too. and I'm going to tell you guys what it is. So whoever's still here gets to hear. Are you ready? Because it's a surprise. I am working on, and I've been working on it for a while. Some people already know that I'm working on something, but they didn't know what. I'm working on something for my merchandise, and it's not specific to my channel. It's more specific to, well, sort of like being your best self, you know. There's going to be t-shirts and all that fun stuff, but it's grounded in my rise above, find a way. It's grounded in being more than your disability, being more than your depression, being more than your fibromyalgia. It's grounded in that. That is where the basis is from. So that will be coming out soon. If you're talking about tequila, what tequila? Where's tequila? What? So yeah, that's what I've been working on, but I've had some issues with Teespring behaving themselves and letting me actually get it uploaded properly. So if I have the gumption after I'm done filming, well, editing at this point, excuse me. Oh, and merchandise for sale. Tequila. Well, you know, the bot's got some tequila for you. I forgot to put the shots in there. I should add those later. I'll put shots of tequila in there too for you. That way you can get some tequila from the pool boy. But, oh, if I have the energy, I'm getting tired now. Can you tell? I've been tired lately. I've been oversleeping. Anybody who's been to Michael's stream lately knows this. He actually woke me this morning. But I've been doing a lot, and I've been tired a lot. So, you know, goes with the territory. But brain stopped. Oh, so if I have the energy after I'm finished with my Patreon page, which should be finished today and should be shared today, if I have the energy after that, I will start working on those shirts again. Unfortunately, I have to do them one at a time, because for some reason when I do a bulk batch of them, it doesn't work. It changes my fonts, or it just won't load. It had me very frustrated. I literally took 3 weeks off from doing it because I was so pissed, because I spent 4 weeks before then trying to do it. Literally. It shouldn't be that hard. It really shouldn't. So I'm going to get back at it. I just have to see if I've got the energy. I also have to spend a gift card that I have before it expires. That's always fun. All right, guys. So I'm going to head out. I hope that you have a mermazing day. And don't forget, follow your dreams. If I can do it, you surely can. I have faith in you. Make them as mermazing as you are. Rock on, my wild ones, and wild ones unite. Always be there for each other. Bye for now. Oh, and tomorrow I'm on Twitch, by the way. Yeah, 1 to 4:30. Red Dead Redemption 2. And we're doing missions. We are doing missions. Shh. And Tucker says, enough.